I've been kind of missing in action for the past, well, eternity, because this is what I've moved to from the Z125. I sold it to a good friend of mine. He's a motovlogger here in Wichita. You may have heard of him, Double T90T. Go give him a sub. His channel link's in the description. But this is what I've moved on to. This is the 1979 Kawasaki KZ650 SR. Has the square tank instead of the round tank, as opposed to just the KZ650. 652cc inline 4-cylinder air cooled. Got the 4-into-2 exhaust, and they cross in the front. It's a X pipe, I guess you could say, but not really. Left-hand mirrors out in the shed. Still need to find a handlebar bolts for it. Got a master cylinder kit coming for it, but all the lights are working. Headlamp and their tail. It's because I don't have a lift turn on the rear, but there's the right. I have 12,000 original miles on it, but this bike was a wreck. It had been laid down. The original pipe was lost cause. Had to get a new pipe for it. Found one cheap here local, thanks to, oh gosh, what in the world is his name? It's Jeff. Yeah, thanks to Jeff for that pipe. That was a killer deal I got on that. I had to get airbox hoses. Had to go through the carburetors. Got a set of green Dyna coils on the way, the 3-ohm coils. Got a Dyna S installed. Pulled the points out of it. And the gauge cluster, again, I had to replace all of this. Had to replace the mount, had to replace the centerpiece here, had to replace the wiring harness. I went ahead and added the chrome caps. But the mileage was close enough. It had 12,000 on it when I got it. I still need to do something about the bucket. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like some blue overspray there. This entire bike had blue overspray on it. I got the tank and side covers from another gal. She had acquired them for her bike, and they wound up not fitting because she had a 650 LTD or a CSR 650. Well, it's all here. Tires will be serviceable for maybe this year, but they're going to have to be replaced. I got a new seat for it. This is another piece that came from Jeff. This is the seat that belongs on the SR 650. There was like a king queen bi-level on this bike that would be on like a CSR or an LTD, and I just hated the way it looked on this bike. But yeah, if you guys saw what shape this bike was in when I got it, you wouldn't believe it, because I had no body work, just the seat was on it. The brakes were all bled out, the gauge cluster was just destroyed, and my only problem is that this trim ring right here, it's been pried, but you can't really tell till you get close. But it's coming along really well, and I can't wait to ride it. So this is what I moved up to from my Z125, and I had taken a couple vlogs on my Z125, but I wound up losing those files. I just had to put a motherboard in a PC, and I have no idea where the files went. So yeah, you'll see some vlogging action on this thing. I mean, I'm not going to ride it every day. I'm probably going to find like a ruckus or something to ride. So this is what I've been up to for the past 4.5 months. So, well, thanks for sticking around, guys. I know it's been one hell of a trip, but you know, I got to do what I got to do. And, you know, I got so lucky because this bike was given to me, and all the money I have in it is what I've had to spend on the body work and the gauge cluster and all the other stuff I'm having to do to it to get it back on the road. So, all right, well, I'll be back soon, guys. Stick around.